The stream is started, and we return to the Empire of England, in which we are busily waiting for literally anyone useful to leave the damn defensive pact against me. Doge of Genoa doesn't count. I don't have a casus belli. King of Aquitaine has left the defensive pact. What claims have we got against him?
So, unfortunately, we have one unlanded claim on the Duchy of Toulouse. So he has been excommunicated. The consequence of winning the war, though, is merely that he
gets unexcommunicated.
But he should, yes, he abdicates to his heir. So this might open up more weak claims if his heir is a problem, but I don't think his heir is a problem because his heir.
Yeah.
It might split kingdoms, but I don't think that will happen either, because I think are Valencia and Aquitaine and France now three separate kingdoms? No, France and Valencia are the same.
Yes, France and Valencia are the same.
Or rather are united under a common ruler. So
we can get
they're all unlanded.
Yeah, so that's not fantastic. So, anyway, that does suggest that if we can wait a little bit longer and then try and...
I'd be kind of inclined to nibble Aquitaine unless you think that there's... So where's he then? I mean, it doesn't look like he's going to be anywhere nearby.
No.
If you click on his portrait, does that zoom you to him? Right, yes.
I'm going to say King of Norway. I think we do have some sensible claims against Norway.
Nothing else you've got. Oh, you've got a useful claim on. No, okay, you don't appear to have. Oh yes, you've got a de jure claim on Pharaohs. King of Galicia, but not anything useful. Queen of Poland. Sadly, we don't have a casus belli. Ooh, what's that? Title loss on succession. Oh. Yes, that's fine. We expect that. Okay, so the temporary suppression of alerts doesn't temporarily suppress them over saves. That's kind of good actually, because it means you can guarantee that they will become visible again.
Yes. It's nothing terribly useful. So you wanted me to go and have a look at Aquitaine and see.
So you've got some county claims on Aquitaine that you can press, and you've got a small claim on Norway that you could press.
Yeah.
So I think somewhere there was a county claim that was actually on behalf of someone landed. So
yeah. So I can claim Tuar. Unfortunately, the only duchy claim. I must remember Carling. I'm not a Carling anymore. No. I'm not a Carling anymore. So. Not of the right line, so I can't get. Yes, but they're all.
Yes, if there were anyone, if any of these is a de Normandy, of course, which is unlikely.
No. I'm inclined to wait a little bit.
Well, they will probably rejoin based on past experience.
It's true, but what I really want to do is let my threat trickle down a bit, do a multiple claim pressing thing over here in whichever stupid in Coralia, and then that then gives me some spare counties, and then I can go after people with kingdom claims. I mean, obviously if anyone's got a duchy claim that I can do, then I will press that first. She's just a countess.
You've got.
Hang on. So I've got 2 de jure claims on.
Okay, so she's a countess. Yes, she's a countess.
Countess of 2 counties. Right, Syria. I don't think we've got anything useful there.
don't think we've got anything on Leon. No, we haven't.
And it looks like, at least temporarily, you've got pretty much the whole of Ireland, having temporarily, I suspect, left the defensive pact.
Yeah, I'm just checking. Petty King of Moray is out. We can declare war on him. Let's just check that it is. Yeah, we've got a de jure claim. That's not vital. Petty King of Connacht, you say? No claim. Of Dear Connell, no. Okay, no. King of Castile, I suspect. I don't. Indeed, I don't know. Kildare, you say? So. I'm just checking what my claims are. So I've got, yeah.
You do have useful claims down in Cork.
It's true. So hang on, let's just go and check. She's got 2,000 states and hasn't got any.
So yeah, my inclination here will be to at least take Moray and a couple of things in Ireland, possibly even simultaneously, as in arranging that you declare war on all of them and then pick them off one at a time, because that way you can be confident that they won't be able to call in they won't rejoin the defensive pact before anything good happens. Norway is probably a bit bigger.
It's a bit bigger. But
you've only got one county's worth of claim against him.
Yeah.
So kind of going for all those lovely tiny rulers in Scotland and Ireland.
So, well, those two.
Well, there another one in Ireland you had a claim on, all right?
Well, there's Dublin.
Oh, right, is that it? Yes.
Yeah. And but he's in the defensive pact.
He's still in the pact, right?
Whereas she's not.
She's not. No.
Right, so let's. Declare war against her. Well, let's go for her main county. Let's declare war on him with probably the de jure claim, I think.
Yes, that might actually get you the
County,
in your own hand.
which would be useful. Right, so let's do that.
So, yes, I'd be inclined to quickly iterate over Ireland and check that none of them, that you really,
That's
one north is the
defensive pact. That's defensive pact. Defensive pact. No claim. No claim. Defensive pact. No claim. And you're in the thingy. I'm sure I've looked at you before. Yeah, no claim.
Okay, so those are the only two you can currently take here. Yes, you could add Norway, but I feel that two simultaneous wars is probably a reasonable number.
Yeah. Turn time right down. Might want a few more people than that in Scotland, but we'll see. It's not a... Let's enjoy this brief period where people are leaving the defensive pact for the bidding
That looks
5.
like a few more in Ireland they've left. I mean, I don't know that it's necessary to do anything about that now, given that you can't currently start a new war. I think it's probably best to get these 2 wars to 100% war score, and maybe then have a quick explore of Ireland to see if there's anything else you can do before you officially end the wars. Of course, rather low morale on arriving at these battles. I mean, admittedly, given the terrible commanders in Ireland, you
I might get away with it if I'm lucky.
You really must remember
Raise them more than one county away. Yeah.
and have a little rest beforehand.
Yes.
So,
States. Well,
how's the other war?
how's the other one going? How's this
That's
one
going a
going?
bit better.
That's going rather better. Yes. Oh dear, I might have to get my Chancellor doing something. My chaplain doing something. Zip into religion view. Also, there appears to be a hive of scum and orthodoxy in Dorset. I should go and do something about that in a bit.
I mean, I think that army of yours in Ireland will, once it has settled down, still be strong
Sort
enough.
itself out, yes. So, right.
Meanwhile, this one, yes, will do that.
And if all else fails, I can always march my Scottish lot into Ireland. It'll be fine.
But like, yeah, they're back. I think once they've finished fleeing, they'll be back to pretty much full morale.
And then I can go and
then, yeah, then I'd be inclined to go in and start besieging and
then nip
wait
over
and say,
and...
come and get me if you come and have a go if you think you're hard enough.
It's true. Oh look, people are joining the defensive pact again.
Yeah, I think there must be some kind of... Right, I think that army is now recovered.
Yeah.
I think that there's some kind of weird temporary situation that causes people to leave.
Yes. So what have we currently got? Kingdom of Swabia, possibly, and Kingdom of Egypt. Wow.
But Egypt is already about to be inherited, if not held by a de Normandy, about to be inherited by a de Normandy.
It's true. Okay, which one?
Check the situation down
Random kinsman, random princess of Denmark. Yeah, that's fine. So how useful is he? Come on, wake up. Oh, there we go. Does that make him better than my Chancellor? Just, yes. Well, we'll see how that works out in a little while. Right, so we're besieging Dublin the Shard. I have no idea where that is. Okay. Brilliant. They're married. And how are we doing here? We are slowly nibbling away at Ellen. Wherever that is. Don't say it's in Scotland. Right, besieging things still boring. Oh, the army of Macbeth. That's only a
bit late. I suppose it's Macbeth the Third or something. Because I think the real Macbeth was around 1050s, 1060s, a little bit before Norman conquest. Oh, good. Wales and Scotland are having a small.
Well, there's this weird thing that Gowrie was the capital of Wales. Because of, well, the usual
now it's moved to, I think, oh no, Frost is occupied by the Welsh Revolt. I'm not quite sure Crusader Kings has got the dukes, earls and whatnots completely right. Admittedly, that is because, in England we decided to have more layers of nobility in order to borrow some other people's name for nobility that we didn't already have.
Yes, reasonable distance away. Give them a little while to settle down.
Let's walk them over there and then see how they're doing. Because their morale is basically measured in negative numbers. Ooh, do we have any good... Can we buy any good improvements yet? Majesty improves that. Tolerance. I think I want more naval customs, really. I think that lot, I can just march them over there and that'll be fine by the time they get there. Right, now I've got positive war score there. Oh dear, something's happened to one of my commanders. Fortunately, I've got a new good one. Which army is currently short of a commander? Not that one, which is doing just fine. Right. 100% war score. Release the peace otter. Oh yeah, I can actually see the small font now. That's quite nice, yes. Dismiss them, I suspect. I suppose I could march.
Yeah, I don't think there's much danger that they're going to.
I don't think we need that. So, how are we doing? Oh no, hang on, that's the wrong thing. That's me. Oh dear. 10. Excuse me. Join port. Yes. Search all. Gender. Unfortunately male. Ability with the pointy stickness. Got aggressive leader, cavalry leader, siege leader. Let's fire a siege leader because we haven't got one. Commander, siege leader. Right. Let's. Where's my new siege leader? Petroslav. Honestly.
Little Badger is doing okay. Let's go see, in fact, how well he is doing in general. So he's 12, he's got massive state diplomacy, strong, honest, gregarious, patient and temperate. Brilliant.
Who's he betrothed to?
He's betrothed to her.
A reasonably tolerable genius with terrifying diplomacy as
as well. And reasonable other skills except for backstabbing.
Oh.
I think that's not going to be a problem. I think that all that's looking pretty good. So long as none of them snuff it before they hit 16. Which is, of course, a bit of a problem. Right. So that is ticking nicely onwards. So it's that, and that will take us up to 100% war score. So we're going to have to go win a battle for that one. But I think we can safely do that once we've jolly good. I'm pretty sure monothelites should be well past it by now. I mean, I seem to remember that this is like the hot heresy of around the 3rd century CE. Although that could be the monophysites. Because the monophysites, the monophysites and the diphysites. This is all very important things to do with the nature of Christ and...
You've got a child who wants a guardian.
I've got a war to send a peace otter off on. Right, well, I can create the Duchy of Moray. Oh, I need to give a little otter a thing. So he's strong, he's got... Right, let's arrange him a betrothal.
So he will, if nothing else, probably inherit Staines.
It's true. Let's marry him off to the Duchess of Portugal. Not because she's particularly brilliant, but because...
There's a danger there that their offspring will inherit Staines and take it out of your realm because they will have a higher title themselves.
Yes. Okay.
So I think anyone that far down probably wants to be married to someone who isn't going to inherit something big. Obviously, if we were to arrange that Prince Otto inherited a kingdom,
yeah,
that would be fine. I mean, we are thinking like 2 generations ahead here.
Yeah.
So a princess is probably fine because they probably won't inherit.
Yeah.
You obviously want to make sure you're not marrying to someone
Whoops.
whom you're planning to invade. But Aragon's probably okay.
Aragon probably is okay, except for the fact that she's heir to the kingdom. Which is perhaps not quite what we want. Lotharingia, I think, is okay.
Well, since that's already in your realm, yes.
Yeah.
At worst, Staines ends up being part of Lotharingia rather than part of...
It's true.
Thing, which is still unfortunate because it means you don't get troops from it. But.
Yeah. I don't want to select the child, I want to select the adult. Right. I don't want a fortune builder. I want Midas Touch. Okay. So let's just... So we're now on 69% war score. I think we should go and give them a bit of a kicking over there. I now have a spare county. Brilliant.
Disband the army that's currently standing around in Scotland.
I could disband the army that's standing around in Scotland. Let's disband the army that's standing around in Scotland. Army duly disbanded. Right, so fight.
which is going rather better now that they have morale that can't be, found only at the bottom of the Marianas Trench. It's 96% war score. I think we should probably besiege Bunratty back. La la la, sieging is still boring. We might just hit 100% war score from letting it all tick.
Yes.
Release the otter. Otter is released. Dismiss the army. Right, so Mr. Bond. So we can create the Duchy of Moray. Let's
Usually and stick someone in as counter button.
Well, yes, what I was going to do. So. Okay, we seem to be out of.
The kingdom you've got there is Swabia, which is probably under the Holy Roman Empire. Yeah.
Which is under the Holy Roman Empire. So they've got 20 thing, no whatnots, and some whatnots. We have.
Yeah, I think the HRE is still a bit big, unless you're actually going to throw serious money at the problem, which was worth doing for Lotharingia.
Yes.
Swabia, where is Swabia? What territory do you get from that? You get none. Swabia is a
titular kingdom.
A titular kingdom. Well, you probably get none. You could if you go to after declare the war, you will you should get a.
Hang on, let's just find the Holy Roman Empire and pretend to declare the war.
King Otto of Thuringia.
There we go. Need to go up a level. No.
Yes, because it's an empire. Annoyingly.
Yes.
Yes, that's the right one. Right. It does have some territory. Some of its territory is even adjacent to your own territory.
Which bit's Swabia then?
I think. Well, there's the highlighted blue
Oh,
section.
the blue bits, yes. So there's.
I think that indicates the territory that you would
Yes.
gain. You do currently have a truce with the Holy Roman Empire, of course.
Yes, so let's not do that.
Only for 2 years, so.
It's. Yeah, but by then I might have managed to get another county by other means. So let's sit back to actual realms view.
Right, so what other?
So, other potential realms. So, I think I still have a truce with France.
Yeah,
I probably don't have one with Aquitaine.
They are in a
Pact against me. Yes. So, Norway, you say. Norway's part of the defensive pact. Sweden is also part of the defensive pact. I might just want to hang on to it for a bit.
I mean, it's mildly annoyed the King of Scotland.
It's true, but unfortunately it's part of the defensive pact. But she's only 11. I think
So, do you have any claims against the French revolt?
the French revolt.
Expect not.
So I can
A single
claim
county claim on your own behalf.
county on my own behalf, a de jure claim on thingies. Let's zoom in. Hang on, let's just check that he's not completely terrifying. He's not completely terrifying. Right. Check time is turned down. Zoom in a bit. Okay, so he's got a small patch of French revolt down there, and we've got a larger patch of French revolt up here, and that bit is Vermandois. So, really all we can raise it. Excuse me. It's Lotharingia, Wales. Right.
Now, don't send them in at the moment they're raised.
That's fine.
Give them a couple of weeks of training to get themselves in shape.
I'm going to march them across bits of Europe. It'll be fine. Actually, it's possibly a step too far. I do need to see things coming. So
I mean, the French revolt looks fairly tiny, so
it does.
maybe worth temporarily dismissing that, and
Yes.
then we can find out whether it comes back properly when another thing gets into that state. So,
I should check those duchesses out.
yes. and try to
After
see if we
this
can
war.
understand what's going on.
Right, so you lot glue you together. Stick siege leader. Might as well send you off over there.
I'm sure Lincolnshire wasn't part of Scotland last time, was it? Oh well.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's for my vassals to sort out. I'm sure I did roughly the right thing. Let's send you in there so you can get started at besieging wherever the hell it is we're besieging. Has anyone even seen the French Revolt Army?
They're probably busy fighting France.
It's probably true. Okay, that's the Welsh Revolt. Fine. Whatever.
What's that weird purple bit in southern Wales? Oh,
The Welsh Revolt.
the Welsh Revolt is purple for some reason. Okay. Ah, right. Gowrie at least is now part of
Across
Scotland.
Scotland.
Scotland,
Fine.
Scotland now looks reasonably sensible, apart from the fact that it owns Wessex and.
Yeah.
He got there first.
Right, okay, I don't have to worry about doing that. We found the French army, or a French army. It's not a very big French army. Oh well, while I'm tediously besieging somewhere, is there anything useful I can build? Like a militia training ground. Yes. And some castles. Which will still leave me with copious amounts of money to hire mercenaries should this become a problem. La la la, let's besiege Guise. G's. G's, I think.
Isn't that you, probably?
Right. Okay. So we're fighting Georgios the Tenacious's war thing.
He's trying to take the Byzantine Empire.
Excuse me, I'm just trying to find out where the Byzantine Empire is. Okay, so I've raised troops from Lotharingia, Wales and England. So I can probably raise some from Scotland and some from Denmark and stick that on a ship. Embark. Send
So
you
you, probably want to. So he, I think, has just raised a revolt. So that probably means you can land anywhere in the dark purple area.
Yeah. So let's say.
Oh, maybe you can't land in his territory.
So let's focus on the thing.
And you didn't least arrive by sea.
Yeah.
I mean, you probably want to join up with his armies if possible, because your current ones are quite small. Rather than just bravely going ashore somewhere.
It's true. Well, let's bravely go ashore over there somewhere in about a million years. Right, so anyway, I mean, you know, in theory I can possibly also, you know, raise a fleet and then
Yeah.
Well, la. Right, so that's given us 7% more score. I've got the Bishopric of Leon, which I think I will probably assault. And I'll probably assault CK2. St. Quentin. So let's meander next door. I mean, on the plus side, if he becomes Byzantine Emperor, then you know, going to war against the Holy Roman Empire again is not completely infeasible. You know, Kingdom of Swabia could be a thing again. Although again, I do have to wait for the truce to expire.
Yes, but that, I think, is only a couple. That's like 1146, I think. So.
Bishop of where?
Okay. It turns out the Kingdom of England
actually has.
Need to re-raise the
so
English army.
I dismissed the army. I dismissed the English army. Well, if I can find them.
Yes, you may have to carefully separate them off from the Welsh army.
I can probably do it through the military tab, actually.
Yes. And then you can re-raise the English
army
near Anatolia.
in a slightly bizarre turn of events. This is the problem with these big empires. You don't know what you've got.
Well, especially because you occasionally gain surprising things.
Yes, I mean, I think.
Yes. Can we have a look at what the Egypt Jerusalem situation is? Because I'm just curious. Who's ruling Egypt and Jerusalem? So you've got King Colin married to
Queen Cecilia,
who is
Queen of
only
Egypt.
Queen of Egypt, and Jerusalem
Is
ruled by
Belet.
Okay, are Beletans Colin related? Right, right.
Colin's
so
her
Colin
son.
is the son and hence the heir to Jerusalem. So in due course they will probably unify
Yes.
under Colin.
Yes. Which is great for the prestige of my dynasty, but you know, obviously if I can get in on the action somehow and get some more kingdoms out, you know, that's great. So here we are besieging Clermont. We've besieged Clermont. Now let's besiege Gisors. Gisors.
So how are your feet doing?
I should get an alert when they turn up. So there's one of them, it's going past Sicily. Ward. Don't want to take time faster because actually I'm going to get alerted when anything turns up, so let's take time, make the lights flash faster.
English feet arrived.
Right, so
First one.
now we can pause, sod off to over here.
Looks like going ashore is reasonably safe. So yeah.
Well, let's send them ashore onto Limassol.
I suppose yes. Well, yeah. The Byzantine Empire will find it hard to raise troops there because once you're there,
Yes. Oh, King Abelard was
held on to Wales
yes,
despite being
tyrannical.
tyrants. That's the word I was looking for.
That's. What? No, I didn't actually want to do that. What I wanted to do was click over here to check where we are. Right, let's go over there and start besieging somewhere.
The
Look,
bloody French are trying to take your.
they've got 15 people, which
Yeah, okay.
you know isn't like even.
Oh, that's a useful button.
It is a useful button, isn't it?
I mean, I don't think you need it for this one, but
That I do need
That
it for
one.
this one.
that one, on the other hand,
Right, so you, I can now get to sort of over there. Brilliant.
maybe that will be enough to actually besiege something.
Which
If
is-
not, then there's a 12,000 strong rebellion army sitting
It's true.
in the vicinity
Might
of
not be. I can always stick them back on the ship
Dardanelles.
and shove them over there. So
You could
it's
actually
on pause.
just check what's in that county, of course.
I can see that. Okay, so I still don't quite have enough. Let's glue you lot together.
You'll have to send them by boat because
I have to send them by
Cyprus
boat.
is rather too far from the mainland.
Cyprus is slightly too far from
You
the
might also want to put some good.
I'll leave that up to
You could leave it to the King of Wales to
sort out his problem, whatever his problem is. Right, there we are. Go there. Right now. Let's send you over there. Let's see, is that somewhere you're likely to be able to besiege?
Barely, yes.
Bit dicey, but
I mean, or you could go up and join those. Just hitch yourself up to the 12,000 troops. And
yeah. Well, I'll see. If I can besiege there, then I will. If I can't, I will, you know,
so
hitch
there are
up to-
advantages to being in control of your own army.
yes.
So you
Oh,
can
there
do
he
that.
goes. Right. Super. How are we doing? We are besieging La Roche-Guyon.
Is she not betrothed to someone.
She is probably is betrothed to someone, just it might be someone a couple of years younger. Don't forget that both parties have to be of an appropriate age, so it kind of depends, you know, who they got betrothed to. She might not be, of course, if they snuffed it, but there's no good way of finding that out. So it's 70% more score. La 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 ward. Besiege Pontoise, which is the city, and then we've got a bishopric of Abbaye de Mortimer. They really not got anywhere. I know they're there, and they're besieging Seleucia. Pontoise victory. Alright, well, let's go off to the next county as we bore our way. Oh,
New King of Wales.
yes.
Abelard having died of poor
Poor
health.
health.
Probably grant him some kind of a minor title.
That's true. I've probably got one spare now. Oh, you're quite young. You get cupbearer. How old is he? Yeah, 23. Yeah, that's quite suitable for cupbearing. Right, let's besiege Abbeville. Oops, I failed to besiege the last place in there. I should have left it in there. Never mind. I can always go back in a minute. But I've got lots of ticking war score.
Yes, the problem is going to come if you actually need to find.
Right.
Yes. I wonder what he's pressing the claim on.
That's a very interesting question.
So you can find out if you really want to. Ooh, child,
Right.
bloody peasant.
Peasant revolt for where?
Wara.
Oh, Isle of Widget. Right, well, I think I'm going to leave them there. So,
There are other things to deal with.
so she is 6. So she's my daughter. Let's see if we can get a matrilineal marriage.
Clark would seem quite reasonable. Right. Unless, oh, he's already at Normandy, so it's not
Yeah.
getting your dynasty any territory.
There's a prince left in here.
I suspect you can just type prince into the search box if you really want.
Apparently not.
You have paintbrushes, don't you?
Yes, though I don't know if I can find my smallest ones.
I was going to ask you if you're the smallest one. They're in 20
they're in a tin on the top of the shelves in the garage.
What about the back left?
The front left, the
actual bookshelves.
white shelves. Should be fairly obvious. Brushy end sticking upwards, but I think they'll all be too big. But I've got a 5mm one, I suppose, which might be usable if you're just trying to get something all the same colour.
Assign her a guardian. I think that'll do. Hopefully that won't actually lead to a non-aggression pact. I didn't mean to, because I suddenly forgot about that. Right, good.
So it looks like England has raised some armies for some purpose.
Yes.
Maybe that's-
Well, it looks like it's going to try and kick the kick that lot. Which, you know, fair. So there's actually a meaningful French force now.
Sadly, you need a revolt force to get
Force.
it to battle with.
Yeah, or I can just wait for it to time out. I mean,
Or you can...
I can see if they'll...
oh no, that is against the French revolt, yes.
Yes.
So, yes, you really want... you could try to see if you can locate the leader of the revolt. If you click on the leader himself, do we get a location for him? Okay, he's reigning in Castello. Okay. Not leading armies, which suggests
Yeah.
there may not actually be much army. I mean, you
Well, I
can
could-
ultimately win by 100% occupation
Yeah.
without having to wait for the 3 months time out.
Well, I think what I might do
Because
is...
you're probably now stuck at 99% unable to...
Well, I could try marching my lot down there.
Well, that one should do.
probably...
It requires totally covering its naked
Yes.
silver again.
Um,
How would be there fixed paint? Just paint it.
you'll probably need to stir it quite a bit to get it mixed up again.
Okay.
You will probably need to... it will be solvent based, so you'll want to clean the paintbrush in paintbrush cleaner afterwards.
You have some?
I have some... well, I have a complicated system of reusing it. For a brush that small, probably just like find yourself a smallish container, like maybe the corner of a takeaway tray, and pour in like a thimbleful of paintbrush cleaner and muck it around in there and stick it in one of the jam jars that appears to contain the stuff that smells the same, and then repeat that with a fresh batch, because you won't get it clean probably won't get it very clean with one.
Where's the
Clean.
jam jar?
There's a bunch of jam jars full of old paintbrush cleaner in the garage.
Oh, okay.
Because
Okay, just something that was liquid.
yes, well, with the paint gradually settling out of them.
Oh, right.
And those are theoretically they are reusable, but it's probably not worth my trying to explain how to do this in a way that
If I don't
doesn't
cover
make
it
mess of
in paint
it.
now, does this need to be clean this evening? Or we
Yes, otherwise it'll dry solid,
Right.
and then you'll owe me a paintbrush.
So I shouldn't put that.
Well, if you do it now, then you'll need to clean the paintbrush afterwards. I mean, I'm quite happy to provide more detailed instruction on cleaning paintbrushes.
That's good.
This is the most awkward bit about painting things, is cleaning the paintbrush afterwards. And solvent-based paints make it slightly more inconvenient because you can't just do it with a lot of water.
I could do it instead of a brush from kitchen types, dip it in all over it vigorously.
It might work, I have no idea. You'll probably make an utter mess of everything else and have to clean it.
You can't. You do.
What? Yes, assuming you can manage to keep all of the paint there and not anywhere that it can't be.
If you want to just cover the entire thing, I don't think you need a brush.
Yeah, you may be able to do it just by dipping. I have no idea.
Just dip it in the pot.
Yeah. I don't know if that would work. I've never tried doing that kind of thing.
That sounds a lot.
Your tricky bit is going to be how you get it back out again, I think. Yeah, something like that might well be reasonable. I mean, in particular, if you've got something smooth that you can pick it up with, like the pair of tweezers, you can always wipe the paint off the tweezers.
Vigorously shake the thing with the lid on. Try to like a little smear it on the side of the lid.
Might work. I don't know.
I know. Or he's a cocktail stick.
Yes, I would suggest a cocktail stick would be good for stirring the paint, if nothing else.
Okay, I can do that.
That's it. Right, so I dismissed the English levy from France
Right.
and have teleported it to the Middle East.
Right.
Okay, we still don't have quite enough to do that. We're miles off that. I think I really want some castle infrastructure.
Yeah, well, did you really find paintbrushes? A pack of 5 I bought for one brush.
Yes. I suspect they cost less between them than that one did.
This is probably true.
So,
That's quite a good paintbrush, that one is.
let's build some barracks in Westminster.
That one bought from Tyndall's and not from B&Q.
Yes. Okay, let's go and see how that lot are doing. Let us apply some level of army glue.
Yes, you still besieging your first place there.
Yeah, because it turned out that I was very close, and the besieged had a good time.
Right.
So
I think the revolt army is looking now a little bit flimsy, and you might want to go and help it, because it's like 8,000 versus 6,000, which is like, it's an advantage, but it's not an overwhelming advantage.
I could finish the siege.
Yeah, I suppose you're now actually besieging that quite fast.
Yeah. So I might as well.
I mean, to be fair, the revolt is still winning this war.
Yes. Yeah. Right. Let's keep on
One reason
besieging
why you might want
Peron.
to defeat the French government army is so that they don't besiege anything back off you.
It's true. I might go and give them a bit of a kick in a bit.
Well, there's Tingiric taking a part of Ireland into Scotland.
Excellent. At any point now, I might be able to create Kingdom of Ireland. Well, probably not soon.
The nice thing is, since both Scotland and Wales are occupying Ireland, neither of them will be able to create it.
Indeed.
Before you can.
Yes. I think that is one where I do want to create it and then put in a viceroy. Right, so
Yeah, I think they want some
oops, let's go over there, and then I'll just glue them onto the to that army. Right, so when this siege is done, I'm going to send them off and on a little recreational kicking the French army in case the French revolt finishes before I win this war. Right, so off we go. Over there. La la la, la la la. I keep hoping that Horribut and some of the others will pick up some useful things, but so far it's working much better to get external people to come and say hello than anything else. Where exactly are we fighting? Somewhere kind of flat and Middle European. And lo, we are winning.
it.
Aha! We.
Which is slightly silly because you're currently busy shooting his enemy.
I know. Right. Excellent. Right, let's march you over there. I'm sure that would work. And then, right, off we go over here. We are trekking over to.
Yes, that's looking slightly alarming. We need to get a system.
Yes. Oops, I should go back to France. Is it locked? In fact, open up. Is it to the coast? That's Not enough. That's enough. Send you over there.
Ooh.
Aragon.
Okay, this pot appears to have treacle in it.
You may be able to stir it into something useful. Don't know.
I think more is in the lid floor all over the place. And there's giving me a
She's in the
circle of
defensive
space on the top
pact.
of it. Right.
Aragon's in the defensive pact. How very, very disappointing.
I think the exploding kind of treacle.
Right, that I can't. That might be feasible at the end of. I must remember that I can.
You have a go-to button.
I have a go-to button
Not
here.
that it matters because you have another thing.
That I'm also waiting
How's
for.
the army in the east doing?
Uh,
You might want to pause while dismissing things because otherwise new messages
Yes.
arrive and you close them without knowing what they were.
it's true.
No,
It's the other one. Get on ship. Let's ship you off over here.
oh, you're busy having a big battle. Excellent.
Yes, I'm having a big battle with someone random.
Is that someone on the other side of this? Actually, on the other side of this war?
No.
Officially, no. They just happen to be in the way.
Yes. Very inconvenient of them. Alright, you need to go for a duel.
You do
Otherwise,
have. Did last time have terrifying personal wombat.
that's true. I do. That's
Someone
fine.
else dealt with the problem anyway.
Right.
Anyway,
Right. So anyway, I'm trying to get you lot to join up over there. So how terrifyingly threatening am I? 81% threatening. What do I want to do? No, that's the thing. So, right, let's upgrade my infantry so we've got a bit more of a useful profile. Off we go. Yes, well,
like your army has now joined up with theirs and is immediately exceeding the supply limit.
well, let's maybe meander into the next county. Here comes troops from England. Actually, I might send them over here and get them besieging something. I mean, what's the... So they've got enough to win by battles. Let's get some cash for Stonehenge. It's not the most useful place in the entire world. Speaking of which, I can build some more stuff in stones.
Use the stones to build castle fortifications in
That's the one.
Obviously, best use for Stonehenge.
Oh, yes. What else do you do with ginning the stones? Right, hang on, let's pause. Send you into port there. Since I can. Let's keep a close eye on what's happening here so that I can run away to the protection of the Byzantine Empire if things start to go wrong. Right, and there we have some... Oh dear. Right, brave. So Marla's wing and does not like me. That's control of the Republic of Cumbria, and he's...
I mean, really, he should be careful, because if he dislikes you for long enough, you're liable to simply revoke his title.
Yes.
And say, no, sorry, you can't be King of England. I'm King of England.
This one. Right. Well, let's see. We can give him a minor title to cheer him up. Ah, horsey. Right. So, commanders.
Possibly appointing him as a commander if he's not completely hopeless, but he's completely
He's completely hopeless. Brilliant. You've arrived at my court so that I can appoint one of you as commander, and then make you sit over here and besiege wherever the hell it is we are. Seleucia.
that aren't quite your problem.
No. I mean, that lot are on the move, but hopefully they're... But actually, I think I'm best off just sitting there, and I'm fine with medium crown authority.
New King of Scotland.
We have a new King of Scotland. Apparently he quite likes me. Right, that's fine. I have no idea what they're doing in there, but, you know, they're clearly very confused. I think what I'll do is I'll try and meander towards the coast a bit so it's easy to pick up my people when I'm done.
So I think that now means Scotland have taken over Dublin.
I think that's right. I can use up the Kingdom of Scotland, but I don't want to.
Well, you might want to usurp Scotland and immediately grant it back as a viceroyalty, except I don't think you can grant viceroyalties to children, so you'd have to grant it to someone else.
Yes, I think that would be a bit of a problem. Not sure that would be the right strategy. Okay, Brock. Yes, thank you. I know he wants to get married. Yes, let's get him married. Right, well, he should be terrifyingly diplomatic any minute now.
No, he's a
Oh, he's a brilliant
Brilliant
strategist,
strategist,
isn't
so
he? Yes.
his marshal is really serious.
Yes.
You know, that is a natural 16 diplomacy,
Look at his personal wombat skill without even...
and that's without inheriting the empire.
It's true, that is without inheriting the empire. So we've built things in Staines. Let's build castle fortifications. Next one up. So let's go into this county. Go to Westminster. Let's build something in. Yep. Build a keep. Some heavy infantry. Right, close. Lost Byzantium temporarily. Yeah, how are we doing?
Something you need to pay attention to. The Byzantine army is marching on you.
Hang on, let's just zoom in so I can actually read the find the county titles. So they're going to Thessaloniki, which is that way. So they're quite large. I should probably run away. It doesn't look like I can. Yeah, let's stay here. Let's...
Don't know if that will work.
It's worth a try.
I mean, your assumption here is presumably that you can't actually escape fast enough.
Yeah.
Even with... Do you already have an organiser?
I do have an organiser, but I don't...
This was just, can you...
I don't think I can, even with an organiser, run away fast enough. Because...
Well, not now you've got a port, wasn't it?
Well, I was pretty sure I couldn't anyway, because I think I had an organiser in place before I underwent a fairly major army reorganisation. I do have much better commanders, but they do have quite an advantage.
It's going to be close. Okay, it's not really as close as I was expecting.
Oh yeah, I mean, it looks like I'm about to shatter their centre.
The centre's gone.
Pretty much. It really has now.
They're currently taking on the Emperor.
Yes, hang on.
You haven't actually captured the Byzantine Emperor.
Yet. Let's just zip that over there. So you can be doing a little light besieging while we work.
I think the Byzantine Emperor has just been very surprised.
I think you might be right.
He had
Oh,
like
yes.
1,000 more troops than you.
Not anymore. Right, so, okay. Right, well, let's... I guess I walk you lot to the coast. And I guess let's glue you lot together and send you over to the relevant. Send you over to the relevant sea area. And...
Oh yes, you can just send them into the sea
Oh, yeah.
directly. 'Cause-
I can't.
Oh, can you not do that while we're moving? That's very strange.
No, apparently not.
Well, send them to the place they're going to because it's adjacent. Right.
Yeah, but I can't then send it.
Oh, of course. Have you just sent the ship that was in the port?
I might accidentally have sent the ship that was in the port.
Okay.
Stoked. I didn't think I did, but
Anyway.
yes. So anyway, I think I have now an alliance with the Byzantine Empire,
Yes, it may be interesting.
which may be fun. Right, so Right, yes. What I need to do is about to say, while I wait for my ships to go home, is to see what pacts I've got. I've got one with the Basileus of the Byzantine Empire. Brilliant. Let's check I still have that. Yes, right. So, let's just check. So, we potentially have Kingdom of Swabia. So let's go see how many troops I have. That's notionally a bit low. I
Yes,
should get
because you have
back
to
up
be
to about
several
20,000. Plus, of course, another. So I've got like 30 something
And
thousand.
his amount will probably go up as well.
Yes.
If, of course, he can hold the empire.
Yes.
You know, the Byzantine Empire is not the easiest empire.
It's true, but I have learnt a lot about empire since then. So that means
You're not
that
the one playing as the Byzantine Emperor.
it's true that me and my allies together should in theory have more than him,
Yes.
and I've
right
got
now
more
you have
money.
About the same amount.
Yes.
And you've just both been involved in a large
Large
war with the
Um,
Byzantine Empire.
and this will undoubtedly improve things. He's not part of the defensive pact against me, so let's just also go check what is going on with the Kingdom of Sicily in case this is a better target. Although it might not get better than this for. So King of Sicily. I can do the King of Sicily any time, so I think I should go for Swabia while we've got.
I mean, the only other possibility is to see if there are other sub-kingdoms of the Holy Roman Empire that you might be able to find a claimant for, like, say, Germany. Not that you already have claimants on, but is there something bigger you could take out of?
Right, hang on.
the
Oops.
empire?
Pause. Click. Doof.
You want
Oh no, hang on. I want.
actual sub-realms,
That
I
one.
think.
Let's zoom out a bit.
Okay, it's not as nice as I had hoped. They don't
So-
have a kingdom of Germany, it looks like.
So Duchy of Saxony would be the biggest thing, but I'd probably only get the intersection of de jure and de whatnot, wouldn't I?
Yeah, I don't know. That does seem to happen. I think that happens if the relevant person has some other holding that everything can end up under. So if they are a duke of somewhere else, then you get the intersection and they get to keep everything else. If on the other hand they only own one duchy, then obviously they can't keep the rest of the duchy, the rest of the de facto duchy, I think.
So let's go have a look at Saxony and its claimants. Does anyone like me? Right, let's now go for the advanced question of does anyone. Okay, right, he's the only one that likes me.
And he has a strong claim.
And he has a strong claim.
So that would be
Let's
an alternative.
invite him to my court. The downside is it will take longer to besiege everywhere. But I'll get a lot more. Oh, go on. Let's invite him to court. It's a laugh in it. So let's just check that.
Yes, if you now attempt, your armies having to ride back in them.
So I can't check anything.
I mean, not that you can do anything until they arrive, so.
They're just coming past Gibraltar. So anyway, let's go and find the guy that was county Iceland. Right. Let's use it. Okay. War Duke of Saxony, Duchy of Saxony, claimants. Oh yeah, him, right. So let's let's leave him selected. So his name is Carlman Billung. We'll need to search for his name again in a minute's time. Oh, no, it's fine. His name will come up when we try and declare war.
Yes.
Um,
What on earth is his rightmost trait there? I don't recognise that one.
Craven.
Craven, right, okay.
Well,
Yes, he doesn't seem like a very nice person.
doesn't have to be a nice person. He just has to be a useful person.
Well, he will become King of Saxony under you, so...
Well, yeah, but you know, doesn't have to be there forever.
Well, in particular, he'll have children who inherit it.
Yes. Right. So let's get my Chancellor going on the last thing in Karelia.
Why are you invading Karelia again?
Mostly because it was a long way away and wasn't part of the defensive pact, and it was a way of getting some spare counties, so we can do this kind of shenanigan to get myself a large duchy kingdom, you know, a large amount of stuff.
There's
So
an Aquitanian revolt.
there is an Aquitanian revolt. Do I have any claims against the Aquitanian revolt? Not very. That's boring. Right, let's go to war against the Holy Roman Empire.
First, this is a test to make sure we can before granting our claim of the county, of course, I think.
Okay, that does cost me some piety, but
Because he's currently defending
it's
against you.
heathens. I'm not going to claim the Holy Roman Empire on behalf of Thingy. Right, so Duchy of Saxony. Yes. So let's try and claim Saxony.
No, maybe land him first.
Yeah. Right.
Like, in particular, it's important to ensure that we do actually have a landed title to grant him.
Yes, that's true. We have been bitten by that before. Let's give him Vermandois. It's nearish by. Or Buchan.
I would go for granting him Buchan, because I think Vermandois is not one that is currently causing anyone to dislike you.
Yeah, good point. Right, there we are. He's now Earl of Buchan.
Or Buchan.
Buchan. He probably pronounces it Buchan, being the good German that he is. He's now got a nice ring around him. And another thing he gains the whatnot. Right, Dutch.
Have the Holy Roman Empire available as an ally. And the highlighted area is a nice large splodge of Northern Europe.
Right, off we go. We have declared war. Let's turn down time. Let's invite Thingy.
Basileus of the Holy Roman Empire. of the Byzantine
Empire. Right, let's hang on, let's show sub-realms.
So yes, your armies are a bit depleted at the moment.
It's true, they kinda are.
You can of course yes, raise your own personal levy and your lighthouse levy.
Scotland and so let's see what's left. Let's raise remaining vassal levies, raise those, wander off to the intrigue section and tick the recruit and honour guard. Let's say
You'll probably be able to raise a number more in due course once you've done.
it's true.
Once your levies have recovered a bit.
It's true. Hang on, I'm just going to zoom in. Right, and select you, march you lot over there. You lot, I need to raise some shipses. Stick you in some ships.
Corner of Lotharingia. Oh, yes, I said Denmark's good as well.
Yeah, let's send you up to slightly off that bit of Denmark. I might send this lot over here to meet up with this. Oh no, send them over here to Lotharingia, but I'll send that lot over there to that. Right. You lot I can stick on there straight away. Oh, I think I've got holding in there, so let's march you lot over there with the proviso that I might be marching you straight back.
Ooh, lovely little bits of army. You probably won't get there in time to catch them.
I probably won't get there in time to catch them, but we'll see.
Right.
Excellent. I did, after all, help him to win.
To get the Empire.
Yes. Thank you. English armies have arrived in Wessex. Right. Let's glue you lot together. Stuff you on a boat. Slightly worried about this lot getting together, but we will see.
Well, the HRE's armies are not very well assembled yet, so.
That's true.
Yes, if he diverted those 717, they could, well, they might be able to get him to learn fast enough to kill you.
But I don't think they're going to.
I think he's going for trying to assemble something big enough to squash anything you could have put together. And, you know, the Holy Roman Empire does have the advantage of having been at peace for the last few years.
No, it's
But
currently
defending
suppressing
against something.
defending against heathens.
Somewhere.
Because yes, let's maybe zoom out a bit so I can get a bit of a better view of what's going on. Let's glue you all together. Right, let's try and learn. Right, so you lot, let's march you into there.
Now you've got 6,000 troops together. Oh no, they're not quite together.
Glue. So they're going to Frankfurt.
They're running away from you. You're not going to catch them.
Yes. Yes, so they're going that way. You lot, I think.
Well, you've got that little holding in your own territory. You could actually besiege.
Yes. Anyway, I need to send them over there. That lot should have another 1,000 coming along eventually. So, no, that was the wrong direction. That's the direction I wanted. So where are you going? You're going that way at high speed.
Any sign of the Byzantine Empire turning up from the east? Yeah. Oh, he's putting things together. Good.
Yeah.
You've probably got rather more vassals than you have.
It's true. On pause. Can't actually go to war with people that don't exist. Right, you lot, however, I should actually put together into a sensible army, so right, let's put Kuno in there. What's that in there? I think that's reasonable.
Still kind of tiny.
Yeah. It's fine, I have a plan. So there's you. Where the hell have you gone? Let's Get on ship. Ship over here.
No, I've got somewhere on the coast a bit closer, but
Yeah, but I want to join them up with this lot, so I might as well put it over there. And this is a fine place to besiege because that's still next to enough of my army that let's just check. Oh, it's somewhere in there. Let's put in Petroslav. And let's just check. Right, yeah, that's all looking reasonable.
oh, maybe assigning Coleman Billen. Oh yes, you could probably have got some. You probably could get more troops out of Scotland by transferring Buchan under Scotland. I'm not sure. I'm slightly worried that might somehow break the casus belli. I don't think it should.
I don't think it should, but let's not fiddle with it because it's such a notional number of troops. at the
Well,
moment.
you would increase Scotland's opinion of you rather.
Yes.
And since you're currently at minimum Crown authority, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if that applies. If you use the Empire's Crown authority to determine how much you can get from your battles, that seems sensible.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yay, Dorset has been converted to Catholic.
Excellent. That's,
Catholicism is what's the religious situation? The Holy Roman Empire turned up in London.
so it has. Right, I think my inclination is to besiege these places. I'm going to move that ship there, besiege at least one of them, get on a ship, piss off to London. Well, not off to London, probably off to like Sussex or somewhere, or Norfolk. Norfolk probably, and then deal with that. There was something else that you wanted. We were going to look at. Oh no, there's something I want to look at, wasn't there? Which is not that. I don't want the Holy Roman Empire. I want to actually look at what's in Middlesex. I just want to check that. Right. Okay. I thought it was me that I couldn't remember the status of the monument on inheritance, but it turns out everything was fine. Yes. So actually, let's just have a look at what we've got there. So we've got a 6.5 fort, 2.5 thing, 3.5, 5.5, 0.8 and a 6.1 fort, 6.0 fort. So it's going to take them a while to besiege anything meaningful. Excuse me while I swap you out for the organiser, so that maybe you get there in less than geological time. I think running away is not going to be helpful at this point.
You want the best defenders here.
Yes, so what I want, I think, is Lucas.
He's rather busy.
Yeah, it's rather busy.
Could swap things around again.
Well, I think that'll do. Do I think have two organisers? So in theory I can move two armies around. Take two armies into the shower.
Hey,
Aha.
everyone collided in with enormous heat.
Heap.
And goodness, you have better commanders.
Don't I just?
You don't have any defensive terrain advantage, but
No. But that's, look, we're in
a good chance you'll win this battle.
we're in German plains. There's no defensive advantage in the German plains. It's well known. It's extremely dull. Oh, you found another 1,400 people.
Wind turbines.
Eep. It is now. It's not full of wind turbines yet. It's 11:48. We've barely discovered windmills. Well, that's not strictly true.
It's going reasonably. I think when their next reinforcements arrive, they'll be too late.
I hope they will be. When we were certainly already pursuing that wing, which is, oh yes, that's not looking fantastic for them, is it? So we've got a shield wall going and pursuing them. And their one wing is trying to advance on us, but we have them on the run. Right, that's given us 13% war score. Let's glue that lot together. Stick my siege bloke back on there. Because I want to actually besiege somewhere, goddammit, so I have some ticking war score.
You may have just, yes, you did successfully besiege there just before they arrived.
Oh, okay, yes, it's true. So yes, I've got Speckledy.
I mean, it's not very helpful, but it's a start.
Well, in that case, I think I...
Yes, you'll probably reinforce up to a decent strength. So.
Let's walk over there.
Ooh, look what's turned up in the Straits of Dover.
Ooh, right. We can probably do a little swap where you take over besieging stuff here and I go and kick the Roman army. What? The what? You what? Why?
The Sultan of somewhere or other
Yes.
has declared war.
Tau.
I think, is that for that tiny little place in the distance? Yes, I think he is declaring war on you over that tiny county. Yes. Hello. If you feel like helping with this more as well,
Yeah.
it's quite
I mean,
convenient.
I
So
think...
I note New Byzantine revolt.
Yes. I will, of course, deal with the fact that... right, oh, hang on. So, they're running away. God only knows what that was doing. Let's bung you on a ship. Ship you off to
I'd go for Norfolk.
Norfolk.
It
Yeah.
gives you a slightly
Longer walk to get everyone unseasick.
And also, they can't see you doing that because Middlesex isn't adjacent to Norfolk.
Yes.
It isn't adjacent to that bit of sea like it's adjacent to the Straits of Dover.
Indeed. Right.
Well, okay, you
And,
claims he's going to
yeah.
help.
I mean, we'll see. If I have to give up that bit, it's not the end of the world. So you... Well, let's march you in there and see how you're doing. Let's take you round to Middlesex. Because I'm bound to want you there eventually so I can nip back over here and get going on the old besieging again. On the grounds that this is important. Okay, that's good enough. Let's go. Hang on, let's rearrange. So let's have Raoul the organiser there. Lucas is super. I mean, he's unyielding in a defender, but actually, let's go for Kuno as the attackatron.
Terrain expert looks like quite a good
Oh, he's already on that
Oh,
flank.
yeah.
Winter Soldier, Cavalry Leader, Brilliant Strategist. Right, okay, there we go. Not that we particularly need Winter Soldier in May, but, you know, right, English fleets in Middlesex.
Your army is happily reinforcing itself from the locals in East Anglia.
Yeah. Let's get rid of that fleet, it's slightly too small to do anything with. And how go this battle? So they don't appear to have any defensive advantage.
There is an incoming
There is an incoming fleet, which is slightly worrying me. But of course, the problem is that fleet numbers are no guide to how many people are actually there. And of course, I can always hire mercenaries. You know, I am not currently very short of money. Get a grip, you lot. Okay. I'm fine with that. Right, okay. So they've shattered one of my flanks, but
You've dealt with the rest of them.
I've dealt with the rest of them. Battle full of victory. Perfect. Right. They haven't besieged anywhere in here, have they? No, it's all still mine. Let's bung you back on a boat, shove you back over here, and get you back besieging things. I mean, they can be besieging things over there, but
they've got to flee first.
they've got to flee
reorganise
first.
themselves.
Indeed.
There's another two more incoming fleets.
It's true. I mean, I can always think of hiring some mercenaries over there to go and play kick the Byzantine army, because again, you know, it's not like I mind. Okay, if you want to go fight like this guy, I'm fine with you fighting this guy. I don't even know who this guy is.
It will be well, you'll end up winning this war without ever actually bothering to commit any troops.
Right, so rouse. Okay, right, let's stick Lucas back in the thing, and somewhere is Siege bloke. So let's march him over to
Right, yeah.
sieges.
No, those are still fleeing. They're just split into
Two separate bits to run away,
trying to find some friendly territory.
which is going a bit badly now. Looking forward to the point where I can create a title, viz. Kingdom of Ireland, but that's going to be a little way off. I'm not anywhere near 50% of.
You're in, yes, you get 50%.
So they've got like that many mercenaries.
Have you just found the exciting Holy Roman Empire army?
Well, there's that one.
Oh, right, yeah, it's not very
Yeah.
That seems rather extravagant.
Yeah, but that
Oh, right, yes, they've got a
yes,
total of
they have a lot, but this should be enough if I keep the Empire on the run most of the time. Right, so I'm going to leave them sitting there. Hang on, we can of course also borrow some of my spare. They've suddenly got 15,000 there.
I think another one of their ships has arrived.
I think you're quite right. Another one of their ships has arrived. Fine.
There we go, right.
Sit back to the correct view. Let's still sit here and wait a bit for things to recover, like
And
morale.
you may also be able to raise
Also, let's
some vassal levies.
pause. Let's try walking you over that way a bit so I can try and keep those armies apart.
Yes, I like that plan.
Why can't I raise that 12,000?
I don't know.
Right. seem to be able to raise anyone else. I'm not sure why. Don't quite get that.
I wonder if it's worth sending your army in England. Oh yes, I was going to say marching further west, but yeah, actually they're going.
I am sending them.
If you put them in Fishguard, for instance.
Where's Fishguard?
Yes, the far western point, the point everyone has to pass through to get out of Ireland. Obviously, the other troops will probably arrive there before you get there. That's like, if you can pick off those ones while they're
Small.
still a couple of thousand, then then you'll probably lose nothing at all by doing so.
Yes.
So your allies for Tau are still sitting around in Ireland.
Yeah, well, you know.
You're not going to get any piety or prestige like that, guys.
It's true, then what?
Yeah,
I think they're trying to reinforce that lot.
yes, okay.
I think it's still worth taking the 4,000.
Okay,
Because they're suffering quite hefty attrition.
yes, true. If they put more people in there, more attrition.
Yeah. Because, you
So
know.
I think in that, if you're doing that, then march into Ireland, I think.
Yes, I think I go over there. Let's go see how that siege is going. Siege is going. Yeah, we'll get Essen eventually. Okay, let's go check on our technology. Can't do anything with that. Can't quite get any castle infrastructure. I'm inclined to get a little bit more majesty. Yeah, let's generally improve things a bit like that. Right, excellent. Right, let's go fight you.
That's not in any useful sense 19,000 troops, because they're an ally in a war that's nowhere near here.
It's true. Well, if they're still fighting someone, then that's good. So how go this fight? It should not take too long.
Okay, maybe you have managed to temporarily recruit the Irish.
Yeah. Even if they're fighting the Holy Roman Empire, I'm fine with that. Right, how are we doing?
Oh, you may be able to get away with just ignoring the terrifying army in Westminster.
I think I should go and fight the terrifying army in Westminster when I've got like 19,000 people.
Well, I'm not sure you really have, but
I think I have. Well, let's march them over here and see if they still think they have 19,000 people.
I mean, you may still you may not need a numerical advantage because you do have pretty good commanders.
Right, so we have besieged Dortmund. Let's besiege somewhere else. Ah, because the army of Tau is also there.
Oh, right. Oh, because they're besieging you for
They're
entirely
trying
other
to
reasons.
besiege me for other
Which
reasons.
conveniently
Means
that
the Irish.
Your Irish friends will come with you
Yes,
because it's part of their holy war.
yes. Frankly, I think this is absolutely hilarious. besiege Cleave. Wherever that is. Additions. Good. Eep, 20,000. Do I go for it or not? I think so. Do you think
Probably want to avoid that.
Hmm?
You've got a disadvantage through probably a river crossing. Check what it is.
Okay.
Mouse over the minus sign, and it would have told you why you were getting a disadvantage. But
Okay. Well, let's try. So that siege is going okay. Okay. So right.
so now you haven't got a disadvantage.
Yeah.
You hope that you got flat terrain expert as one of your people.
So
Because I think London qualifies as flat terrain. So I would be inclined to stick him on that wing unless there's a good reason to keep him Hubert there. He's a desert expert, not quite so helpful.
Yeah.
So, no, actually, this is a dicey battle. Don't go into it at the head of your army.
yes. Because I might die.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh, right, no, the armies
Have
reorganised themselves sensibly. But you have ended up not leading it. That's
bizarrely
entertaining.
inexplicable.
Yes.
Can I
I
actually
hope
see
you're,
what's going on in this battle? Right.
This you have nonetheless got sensible commanders, but it may not be enough.
It may not be enough. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. They're charging. They're pursuing, come on. It's close, it's very close. They're shield walling. That's going better, but they're... Right, come on, get rid of their centre. You can do this.
You've got their centre, it's only that one flank which you are going to win, I think. So there. Oh dear,
Don't
no,
know. That's not going well. On the plus side, that's going to reduce my bills a lot. On the minus side, eep.
I think you've killed quite a lot of their defenders too.
Yes. So I think actually I'll be in a good position to go back.
Okay, no, they've recovered. They've all reorganised.
Oh, they will reorganise. Damn. Okay.
So
I think one possibility here is I've got like a reason. I've got some occupation score.
yeah,
Is to
bring that lot home. Well,
is
probably they were about to finish another siege. Bring them home.
yeah. Well, not yet. I think I can do this siege and possibly the next one because that's only a 1.6 fort. Because don't forget, I've got to let that lot have got to stop running away, and then I've got to.
Going as far as South Wales.
Right, okay, yeah. So I think. So you lot, in fact, are over there. Let's.
Your Irish friends might be all going for you.
Okay, yeah. So, well, let's march over there. Let's bung them on a ship.
So you are reinforcing, I suppose, as you walk back.
I am reinforcing. Let's see if we can.
No, that's really unhelpful. Well, some of them would have been raised in places that aren't vortex, but
Well, mostly they've raised over there, which isn't particularly helpful, but there we go. Don't quite know why I can't raise half my vassal levies, but there we go.
well, what are the numbers that it shows you there? I mean, like, you actually understand what's going on. Raise. So, yes. So why are there 11,000?
Not raised, and I can't seem to raise them.
But that's not. Oh, yes.
You know, if I click on like that lot in the raise the liege levy, I can't raise the liege levy. I don't quite understand why. Okay, you're going over there. I'm going to make sure that somewhere in there is an oh right, I've got an organiser. Let's run away. You lot get on a ship. Go over there.
Sorry, when I make that noise, it means you probably want to pause something that happened.
Well, I went for the pause button, but it was too late because their movement locked.
Okay, it was a lie. Right.
Yes,
You probably want to send them all the way to Lincolnshire.
yes, I probably do. I mean, they're going to end up in. Let's send you to Lincolnshire. So, glue you lot together. March them into Westminster.
It's kind of tempting.
I think.
They'll bring some in, but if you're, especially yes, if you maybe go via Essex, so you can't be
Yeah.
intercepted. That'll give you a bit of a chance to finish recovering morale and
Yes.
maybe pause and see if the Irish will catch up with you. By which I mean maybe your army should rest briefly and check if that Irish army is going anywhere helpful.
So let's
Looks like it might be.
bung you on a ship. Let's bung you over there. And the wall so we can actually go somewhere.
Because your army is now adequately sized.
Yes, and I'm about to get another 100 people. Well, let's.
You might want to send a fleet to Westminster. No, maybe not.
I'll send the fleet over there and then walk them in.
But they will be a bit short of morale when they arrive there. Oh look, there they are.
So, we squish the small.
And if there's a thing to besiege back, it's kind of tempting to stay there.
It is, and there is a Westminster to besiege back, which we just have to sit and wait for anyway, because
But they haven't left very many people to defend it. So.
yes. Let's apply small mental glue. And I think that's large enough, and let's just review our commanders. So, okay, they've sent in some 3,000,
Well, that is an odd move.
and apparently I'm not
Curiously, you're
leading.
not the primary defender. We now know if you click there, a bit higher, a bit lower, there. Oh. I thought it was clicking on the row of lights below the crossed swords that told you what, that gave you a
Yes.
battle. Oh well, it's not like
It's
going to
not.
be a problem for much longer.
Yes. Anyway, so there. Right, let's still try and besiege back Tottenham,
It's
Westminster.
Westminster first.
Yes, and then let's bugger off to Oxford too. But let's see. So we've got Lucas leading the centre, Cuneo on the flank, and who's on the other flank? Hubert. Let's bring you up and get Raoul, because he's an organiser, which means we can manoeuvre more quickly, which I think will work a lot better. And then, of course, hang on, temporarily we switch in the siege leader, and we switch him out again when we want to go on the move to Oxford. Let's just check no one's getting anything. Okay, so there's a small army trying to get its way back up there. Thank you for saying Oxford's still under siege. Yes, I've noticed.
Well, the point is they besieged the first thing in Oxford.
Indeed. Come on, Hubert, do your thing. No, Petrislav, rather. Do your thing. I need you to be besieging faster. Come on. Gotta move on. Some of us have things to do.
Already 162 people now defending
Against
Westminster.
20,000.
Westminster against, or
Yes.
something of Westminster against your 21,000 troops standing
Yes.
outside.
Yes, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, Petrislav, you know, I'm considering firing him for being bloody useless.
But the thing is, it's a really good castle.
It's quite a good castle. It's not that brilliant. It's only a 6.5.
It's not Constantinople.
Yeah. Come on. Nibble faster. It's Westminster. Look, just bung them a couple of bribes and fuck off. You know, it can't be that hard. Look, cash for honours. Why, yes, I am impugning Westminster. Come on, they'll hurry up. They'll actually have besieged Oxford at this rate. Or more of Oxfordshire. Victory. Right, let's just assault London. Get that back. Right. Off we go.
So you're going to have a disadvantage. Where's he going?
Middlesex.
Right, how about you don't leave Middlesex?
Let's not leave Middlesex. Pause.
You're too late. Don't go back there, it's not going to help.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. That won't help.
You have now done that.
Did I?
Their current route is to Oxford and back to Middlesex.
Right, let's at least route them just to Oxford. Right, so yes, we're in Oxford. Good.
What on earth has happened? Oh, is that some weird Irishman you've got on the left flank?
Presumably, yes. I want to sack him.
Not yours to sack.
Yes. How very inconvenient. I had excellent commanders. Actually, now I've got the wrong commander on that flank because I forgot to change it. Bugger.
You're not doing badly if you're going.
Hopefully this won't be fatal. It's my daughter-in-law. Let's just check. Oh, she's a genius. Right, well. Ethics be damned.
Not that this is going to get you a new heir unless you do something very impressive.
Yeah, but just, improving the general gene pool of the Normandys, I think is worthwhile. So we are going to lose that flank because some bloody idiot decided that they would be better in charge. I will be having words.
Therefore lost you centre.
And lost me the entire bloody battle by the looks of it. You utter pest. That is massively inconvenient. Yes. Despite the valiant attempts of what's his face. I don't know. What's the point in having allies if they do bloody stupid things like that? That's lost me a ton of war score. So, on the plus side, I can carry on the war for a lot more weeks. On the minus side, everything is looking a bit unpleasant.
You don't want to defeat them.
Hmm?
You've only got the Irish on your side, assuming they still are, which maybe they aren't actually. Maybe they've actually been completely wiped out there.
I don't think there's any Irish left. So where are they going? They're going to Gloucester. I think I'm going to go to Oxford. Let's just zoom out a bit, check that there's nothing unexpected happening there. Yeah. Okay, good.
And your ticking war score is helping you.
It's true, my ticking war score is fine. Well, you say we can but hope. I'm hoping that we can get some, good illegitimate children into the line. Right, so do I have a sensible set of commanders there? Yes, because I wish to besiege back Oxford.
Reading.
There is a city of Oxford in there, but yeah, I need to besiege back Reading first. And so if we wish to attack there, we should go into Bedford first and come down from the north so that we don't run into any unexpected bits. Oh well, that's kind of worked. She's now known as the Unfaithful.
I mean, actually, it wouldn't have mattered. He would just have been your grandson instead.
It's true, yes.
So it would actually be better if they hadn't worked it out, because you would have
Yeah.
hopefully
Had a genius grandson.
Well, I mean, you're going to get a genius grandson anyway, but Brock apparently needed some assistance.
It's true.
Yes.
Someone from Cheox says, I have a bunch of Raspberry Pi 2B I never got around to using really to take any. I'm not sure what is that any use to you?
I don't have a need for one at the moment.
Okay. I didn't know the 2B was a add-on for things already.
No. Just a different model.
No.
That's like.
Right. So my war score is steadily ticking down. Oh, because of course he still controls Saxony. Siege of Reading, victory. Well, let's try doing this time without waiting for bloody stupid allies to take over my wing and do bloody stupid things to my wing.
Right, well, they, I think, are distracted. So.
Yes.
Allies question.
So let's
sort out your commanders.
Yes, you're quite right. So we've got Lucas. Right. We should do. Right, we don't have a huge advantage in numbers, but fortunately they're over there doing that, which is good. And that's already on the thing. So they don't have a massive defensive advantage. I do have somewhat better commanders, though they have quite reasonable ones and a good one in the centre. So, well, at the moment we are arrowing each other to death. Come on, get a grip on the centre.
Engage a bit early.
Yes.
Better.
Oh dear. Centre is collapsing. Well, if in desperation I can, of course, offer a peace.
Everyone is running round and round in circles.
Yes.
Oh dear. Curses. Maybe you should just not get into battles with the Holy Roman Empire and just besiege them.
It's possible, it's possible, it's possible. I am going to have to do something about that at some point, though. Right, let's take that all up there. Because otherwise, the problem is if I can't, then they just get to, you know, they just end up besieging my places, and then I lose war score.
Yes, but you can besiege more valuable places.
That's true.
I think, and stops the loss from.
Yes, although of course I am running out of finance for
Yes, this is true.
things, but of course maybe I can get over there and you going to stop fleeing anytime soon?
If you select them, I'll tell you where they're going. I think they are in the last stage of fleeing.
Right, off we go. Over there.
You do appear to have an ally attached to it again, I think.
Well, if they want to come and besiege with me, that's fine. So long as, and this is important, they don't. I found they were already selected. Right, let's. Don't try doing anything. Actually, not
Go
over
for the one to the south personally. Because it's already lost, you've already taken the difficult.
It's true. And that will then get me another entire county to besiege. Unpause. I need to tick time slightly faster while I go and do sieging stuff. So let's besiege Goch. let's at least acknowledge her as mine. And see if she's any use. Don't really like using that much gold, but also I kind of want the cultural technology points because I want some noble customs. God damn it! Well, that's at least putting my war score going back in the right direction. Oh dear, my wife has snuffed it. An aggression pact between me and my wife. Yes, well, obviously something's happened to my commanders. Okay, let's get you on board. The ruler is unmarried. Right, so... So,
No, that's not a genius.
no.
Type more letters. How about the 19-year-old courtier?
Right. So. Right. Jihad for Egypt. I'm slowly reinforcing. Just, not very quickly. Thank you for saying that the whole day in Middlesex is under siege. I never would have guessed it. Could kind of do with another crusade, really. So. Let's see also if I can...
He thinks that should do something.
Yeah,
It kind of did.
well it got me like some more of my own personal levies.
That was presumably a control kick, was it? To not
Yes.
retain Middlesex.
Yes.
Oh. So has that added someone to the war, or have they not
I don't know.
decided yet?
Well, I just said ask, not like... I don't have...
No, you do have a slight shortage of allies there.
I do have a slight shortage of allies. Let's glue that together. Let's not have you, but let's have Petroslav, our siege leader. Right.
Problem is, Saxony is awfully big.
Yes. Thank you. Right, well, they've nearly got all of Middlesex. At some point we will have to cut our losses, but perhaps not yet. I'm not zealous anymore. Let's besiege Vert.
Yes, the alternative is hire a large army and actually go and thrash them.
Right, so let's go and have a look at what's available, because I have, hired.
Yes, notice that the large armies that you've hired are no longer large.
So I need to hire the 8,001, which would mean
6,000 would do, I think.
6,000, so that would cost another 50, so that's 80. So it's 160 per 2 months, so I can afford that for 10 months. So, where are you guys going? You're going to Munster. Where's Munster? Let's go and see where Munster is, and can we intercept you and go and fight you? I think we can.
There's an organiser in charge. I would expect that they're heading to the coast. So, that's right. That's what I think it is. Especially if they're going to be confused about where they keep them going that way. It looks like the battle is still likely to happen.
Okay. Right, yes, there we go.
Get them ready before they join up with the rest.
Yes. Right, how much has the Battle of Essen got me? Yes, okay, duck.
Very good.
Okay, good night. Good night.
I should talk to you
Oh, yeah.
in the morning. Good night,
Right.
stream.
So, do I have a battle which is more than 5%? Yes, Battle of Munster.
Claire, send me a scoop.
Right, so now we send you back over there. Zoom me out. Keep an eye on this thing in case one day I accidentally hit 100% war score. Let's actually see if he'll. No, I don't want to surrender. It's Paul. I was Paul's right. Get on boat. Boat, I think, to Sussex, because they tend to raise the
Yes.
lots in Surrey. Let's raise 6,000 and march them away briefly so they can recover their whatnot. No idea where these guys are going, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. Unpause so we can actually get somewhere. Excellent, some people are fighting whoever that lot are. Right, we have an army of that much, so Lucas leads centre flank, so he's a defender and unyielding, so let's instead put Kuno on there. Raoul is brilliant strategist, organiser, flat terrain expert, and then let's put Moxa over there, and then
Maybe wait for your morale to get up to maximum. You can afford the time. Oh, they're moving. Probably just because they want to siege.
they're going to Kent.
Right.
I think we walk to Kent in the hope that we get there first.
they're probably not walking.
They're not going to Kent anymore, they're going to Essex. Fine, well, let's go to London at least and then see how we feel. I think we should go actually and fight them in the beaches.
Yes, you're almost at maximum thing, and you're quite.
And
well
also
off,
I need to kill some mercenaries quickly.
Yes.
I need to
And
bring
use the mercenaries too. I mean,
Yes.
Like, while you're paying for them, you should get
Yes.
maximum value for money.
Indeed. Fingers crossed this is going a tiny bit better. Right, that's going a lot better.
So my immediate question is, can you afford to dismiss your cheapest one of your smaller mercenary companies?
Right, so where are we at? Reading. So we've just won. Got at least 5% out. So they're at. So let's go look at our military. So they cost 16 a month. They cost 14 a month, and
I'd be kind of inclined to dismiss the smallest one, because I think that battle will probably have given you about that much advantage.
yes. Well, let's march you lot over to Westminster. I might as well besiege while they're, messing around. Let's swap out you for my siege leader.
So he's going to stay that small. He's probably disposing more. Give him a little chance.
Yes. Let's at least get Westminster back. First. Actually, let's not. Let's dismiss some more mercenaries. So, I don't want to dismiss that lot. I will dismiss that lot. The others are still quite expensive, and I can't have them for very many months.
That's fine. The Holy Roman Army is coming back.
It's true, and then I can go off and fight them some more.
Yes.
Yes, it probably would have gone a little bit better if my ally hadn't suffered from a... Right, so I've got a grandson, he's a genius and left-handed. Right, let's arrange a betrothal.
He's presumably not in danger of inheriting anything?
No.
Right,
He's not.
Princess Weasel the Twitchy. Remember, you're now searching for people with Jenny in their name, which may not be the best technique.
That she's a genius.
No, she isn't.
Isn't she? I
No.
thought she was.
Her name is Eugenia.
Okay, we're out of geniuses for him. Let's swap my rank. Oh.
You're. Oh no, he is. No, he's not that right. Something strange seems to be going on here.
Yes.
Rather larger selection last time.
Yes.
Possibly because you're halfway through the trading route somewhere else or something.
Yes.
Right, now you're just searching for people whose name is. No, no, you're not. It doesn't seem to be giving you quite the right thing.
Right, so let's do that.
I think that's sensible.
Let's assign him a guardian. Right. So I'm inclined to
Well,
finish this siege
Yeah, I would wait, in particular wait and see where
they're going.
Holy
Yes.
Roman army's going, unless it's about to get on a ship, which it can't.
Can't,
yet
'cause
there are
there's-
no ships.
No ships nearby.
Because like very stopped moving.
I
You
will
can finish this siege.
finish this siege because getting Westminster, getting my capital city back is, I think, quite a big boost.
Plus, it takes a long time to besiege Westminster.
Yes, it is a giant pain. Okay, that didn't get me very much. Right, let's go kick them. Let's go kick them and remove Petroslav and stick in Moxa. Right, how are we doing? Don't know. Downfall messages about Wessex are cropping up. So 97% on the war that makes no sense, over somewhere that we didn't even know we had really, except that, you know, it turned out we found it when we were looking for the Byzantine Empire. Right, so we're now down to only that much. Right. Still control Saxony. Well, let's dip back off to London for a bit of a thing. Ooh, can I? Sod it, I've got mercenaries. Damn it.
Someone built a level 6 fort.
Someone built a level 6 fort. It was me. Right, let's offer peace. Right, we won. I'm not sure how we won.
Because
But
you've
we
got a lot
won.
of allies who did all the hard work for you.
It's true. I think what
Your
I'm
holy
going to
war.
do is, as this lot come back, is I'm going to try and split this into two forces. One, basically all the mercenaries to go and keep kicking this army, and the other to bugger off to Saxony and actually, god damn it, you know, get some control over it. Thank you. English fleet has arrived in Middlesex. We can actually do that now, can't we? Right. New unit. So, not the liege levy, but the... Go to the bottom bit. Come here, the star. Come here, the star. Right. this unit. Stick that unit on a ship. Ship off to there, because apart from anything else I need to get back. So, you lot need somewhere I should have a spare. I thought I had a spare organiser. Do I not have a spare organiser?
You may have lost an organiser.
Which one's organiser? Yeah, I think I've lost an organiser.
Well, Rowan was a perfectly good person for this.
It's true. Right, so we can put that
Factor A
over
there.
there.
An organiser is pretty much what you want for running around England hitting people.
And then we'll have him. Well, I can do a little bit of light besieging at the moment.
They've stopped in Oxford. I think they want to be smashing.
They've stopped in Oxford. I think I agree. Right, off we go. Yes, we don't want to let them besiege anywhere else.
And you want to get the battles in as fast as you can.
Yes, so let's stick in. I mean, my siege leader eventually, and I might as well put you in. And we should go over here and fight that lot before they besiege somewhere back. Right, how are we doing with this lot? We are light on heavy foot and stuff, but we do have a lot of archers and a lot of light foot.
Back to Westminster.
Back to Westminster. How's this army doing? Fine. Brilliant. Unpause, yes, you're quite right. You lot should go over here and besiege it.
Oh, there's a decent size.
There is a decent sized army over there, but that's fine. I currently have a plan. I think I have a plan, which is to end up over there and start besieging things and see if they try and come and get me. I don't think I want to try chasing them at the moment. So what do we do? We are besieging Berg. Right, that's fine. So are they coming back? Minor titles grant. Can't besiege Staines, we just have to wait that out. Might want to keep an oh god, it's a dangerous faction. Oh, it's elective succession. When if it gets to 100%, I will revoke the Kingdom of England.
131%.
Right. Usurp or revoke?
Probably usurp. You can't. I don't think you can stop you usurping. It will cost you 200
For
gold.
gold. No.
Revoking, he will probably rebel.
Other vassals won't object.
Yes, the danger is that the King of England will say,
So let's have a rebellion.
yes.
Okay, let's do something else about that. Like send my Chancellor to Denmark. Pause. Send my Chancellor to Denmark. So hang on, it's have England. So that's him. Right, let's go find my spy master. And scheme. What we wait worth out. So that is just the company of the star. Oh dear, I lost my marshal in a freak accident. Probably you.
Why did no one have any traits?
I don't know. Okay, let's refresh that. Yes. Now. So they're over there.
They're coming back though.
They are coming back.
Oh,
And they
oh, that was
found a ship. Well, fortunately I had a bunch of people there.
Yes, it was a very odd place to disembark.
It's true, straight into
Weirdos.
a quite large army. I mean, they
That
do
could
have the
been
advantage
dangerous if
that,
they'd been organised.
yes,
Got them together with their existing army, got their morale up, put in some good
Yes.
commanders, but no.
right, we're now back at least into positive, so I can at least try. Right, let's try and finish the damn siege of Staines, and then we can try and chase round after that lot, and then maybe disband. Siege of Staines victory. Right, so where are you going? You're going to Oxford. Let's wait until your movement is locked,
Yes.
and let's send.
Put in an organ. Oh no, you probably can't get there first.
I've got Raoul in there.
Yeah, you can't get there first because you've started moving after they were locked.
Yes. I don't think that's
So
going to be
that's fine.
tremendous.
You don't mind winning by only a moderate amount
Yes,
because that will kill more of those pesky expensive mercenaries.
that's the one. I mean, I am getting a bit low on cash. Right, so we want another siege. Where do we go next? That's the question.
Well, rather than on Osnabrück, I assume. You could check which one of them looks like it would be quicker to besiege. But
Let's unselect that. So, fort level 2. Well, that's going to be quicker to start, so let's go to Osnabrück. Right, so where are we? We are on 20% war score. Got 93% on occupation, minus 9% on battles, but we do have some over 5% battles won. Right. March them west.
probably.
Disband them. March them west, I think.
I think send them into Ireland.
Let's march them to Fishguard anyway. Welsh revolt, fine. Really, guys? Where are you going? You're going to the. You're going onto your boat. Do I dismiss the mercenaries?
Problem is, kind of, you don't quite have enough people.
Let's zoom in. Where are my people anyway? There they are. Okay, so you all are there. So actually, let's get you, and in fact, so let's just send you straight over there to David, and then we'll stick you on a ship.
Because I think they're trying to bring them back
You
over
might be
here
able to
to.
give that fleeing army a good strategy if you follow it now. Because you should be able to keep up with it. So when it stops fleeing, you should be able to immediately fight it. Except
So they're going to Meath.
Well, keep following them. They'll be slowing down now, presumably they don't have an organised of their own. Keep following them.
Zoom in. Where are they going? They're going to Argyle. Well, I broke up with thingy. Right, let's zoom out.
This is just on general principle, like their army. If you can stop that army getting together with anything else, they've turned up back in Middlesex. Excellent.
Excellent.
They haven't got that one together with them.
That's fine. And what I'll probably do is nip on a boat and come round to Wessex and then march them in or something. Right, let's unpause so that we can actually get any of this all done this millennium. Right, how are we doing over here? Right, so we've besieged Osnabrück and now we're besieging thingy. Right, you lot, get over there. Right, obligate the vassal.
Pause the ships.
Pause. That was already selected. Get on the ship. Ship off to Wessex. Right.
Actually, evaporate all dangerous faction. Good.
Yes, that's good. Oh dear, I've got another child lacking a guardian. Right.
Another granddaughter.
No, just kinswoman. Let's state you to the Duke of Brabant. And let's assign you a guardian. No, that's the wrong something button. Let's try and see if we've got. Spare elusive shadows kicking around. So we're at least right now in positive war score. We're at 100% in occupation and minus.
Take that up to 120%.
Yes.
Will probably that does possibly mean that you'll actually have to win this by complete occupation. That's the target. But you can keep winning battles while they leave small armies kicking around.
I'm just waiting for their morale to improve a little bit. I think that's enough. Okay, yeah, I think that's a reasonable thing. Who are you? Oh yeah, new guy. Right, yes. Dangerous factions. Independence. King of Denmark. Fine. Scheme. Denmark. Battle. Might have to dismiss my mercenary soon. But hopefully we're starting to get the numbers down to a point where I can do this primarily with my vassals. I don't think that changed my war score at all. I know, I think my battles are nearly down to -6%. So, now the question is, do I run after them or do I dismiss this lot?
So they're going to flee all the way to Ireland.
Yes.
You can, of course, dismiss this lot in Ireland, so you don't have to.
It's true, I don't have to decide now, I can just.
I mean, if you decide now, then you get to dismiss them a bit earlier.
Let's at least send them over there to Ireland. How are we doing over here? So there's an army of 477 there. Which, if I know where it's going, I can perhaps go and join up with it. I've inherited the kingdom of Lotharingia.
A point. You might want to see if you can raise personal revenue. That's giving you the ability to raise any useful revenues. But maybe a bit tricksy.
Oh, I've got another 130, which I will take like that way around just to check that there's. Right, okay. And
There's no sign.
oh, hang on, I've got another 1,000 there. Excellent.
I think there's no sign of the Holy Roman Empire army that was fleeing.
What are you there? Yes, you lot.
Maybe we'll
Go over there.
probably left just to check. But
Let's just zoom in and check. I think they've either got on a ship or they don't exist.
or they're yeah, you can see almost all of Ireland now. So.
Oh, there they are. No, they're underneath
Alright,
me.
they're underneath you. Okay, well.
I'm on 177 gold though. I think it is time to. Well, let's do this that way, which is safer. Let's just check that there aren't any horrific revolt risks. No, brilliant. Right, let's carry on with that. You not get on a ship. Let's sit back to realm view. I think I want to bring you in. I can bring you in there because they're one county away. Not get on a ship. Get over here. Right, that at least has helped with some of that. So where are we now? We're at 20% war score. We're at -6 for battles. We are losing war score because he's still technically occupying Saxony.
There's so bloody much of it.
Because there's quite a lot of it. And now, right, okay. Glue. Send to wherever the hell it is we are.
He's got quite a large army up there.
He has got quite a large army up there, but that's fine. I have a reasonable sized army over here. Hang on, I'm just sorting everything out. Let's send you over there. Let's send you over there. That's a betrothal thing. Let's do it. Right, at least we are now back in credit, which is progress. 6,000.
Okay.
I do like this. This might be the time to offer white peace. Because I can't afford. Right, let's do that. And then, right. Okay, let's save and stop for the night.
How about tidying up your armies first?
Let's dismiss my fleets, which I can do.
So various things broke you there. One was the losing several battles.
Yes.
Fairly.
Particularly
the first one due to your allies
those
providing a useless
commander, which is particularly irksome. And I might have lost it anyway, but you know that
and
definitely.
The other was the Byzantine emperor never helped.
Yes, well, I think he fairly soon, of course,
He lost the
after
empire. I mean, you knew this was
either he
dangerous.
lost the empire or he had such a big revolt he couldn't send anyone. Right, you're now all there. Let's dismiss you. Right, and let us save.
Check that there's nothing still raised.
Oh yeah, good point. Close that. do military? Nothing's still raised. Let's save and stop. And try and think of some smaller wars that we can go on. On the plus side, our threat will go down, so yay, I guess. Right, good